Welcome, friends. I'm really excited, really happy to be with you and to arrive on YouTube Live. And I am having some speaking topics to talk to you, so that if you are right now on YouTube or later on you switch to your YouTube channel or somehow you come to this video, you get some help in your IELTS speaking preparation. I am fully prepared to share some of the topics, and like I'm having my smartphone, which is showing me the name of the topics. Like one topic is library, and here are some questions, and I would be giving answers to you on the basis of my knowledge, my experience, or what I teach in my academy, IeltsDK Global at Behua, Haryana, in my day-to-day speaking engagement. So let us talk about the topic of library. And do you often go to library? So you can answer like library is a place where I get to open up my brain. I expose myself with new ideas, and I get to know what is happening all around, or what has happened in the past, and what great thinkers, what they have said, what they have written in their books or in their biographies or autobiographies. So I often go to library, and I love going to library. Even when I was in school, so there was a fixed time for each of us to be in library. So I love going in library. And the next question could be, what do you usually do in the library? Uh, when I go in the library, I always carry my notebook and pen, because whenever I find like something worthwhile, something valuable is available there, so I love to take notes. And apart from that, I don't use my phone there. I take notes and I read books and I read newspapers, I read journals as well. And I try to invest in my brain with new knowledge. And I just try to expand my brain, to broaden my horizons. And I think library is the very best and very appropriate place to do that. Next question on the library topic of library is, did you go to library when you were a kid? Here you can speak like, as a kid, I don't have a very clear memory that I went into library, because as a kid I emphasized more on playing with my friends and hanging around with my friends all the time. So library was not in my syllabus, or library was in my priority list, or library was not in my to-do list. So it was not in my agenda. And so I won't say like I visited a lot in library as a child. And but right now, because recently I have educated myself about the importance of going into library, and what I can gain and what I can get out if I go to library, and if I expose my brain to the brains of the greatest thinkers, visionaries, philosophers, entrepreneurs, and the revolutionaries, luminaries. And one more question that is available on the topic of library is, do Indian kids often go to library? It's all about Indian kids. So it's not particularly about you; it's about Indian kids. So how can you answer this question? Like, as far as I know, Indian kids, they go to library when they are in school or college, because in school and college there is a designated place. There is a particular place for library. But as far as they come back from school or college, at and when they are at home, so there is no such place, or there is no such corner called library at their home. And because most of the Indian homes, they don't have the facility or amenity of library, so it's kind of out of syllabus kind of things. Like for Indian students, they don't go to library, and they spend their time in different things, but they don't go to library, and they don't spend their time in libraries. So these are some of the questions which are very common on the topic of library. And now I would love to take one more topic, because if you are spending your time with me, and so I would love to make I would love to try I would love to make this time valuable, more precious, more priceless, and more rich and oriented and valuable as well. And just excuse me for the coughs that I'm having, but I'm not giving coughs the permission to halt my work, to stop my work, because I am crazy. I am obsessed for my work, and from morning to evening I teach IELTS students. I help them in their study visa applications, and I love this. This is my passion. This is my obsession. is my calling, and I never ever feel tired or fatigued while doing it. So I love what I do. And next topic is writing, and there are a few questions on the topic of writing. Like, very first question is, do you write a lot? And here I would love to speak about my personal experiences. My dear friends, I always carry these such copies with me. And when I go at home, when I go at home or when I come at office, I always carry such notebooks with me. And I love to write things in these copies. And so I personally say, like, I write a lot. I I feel amused as well as well as privileged when I write on copies. So I can say, like, yes, I do write a lot. And the next question on the topic of writing is, what do you like to write and why? So again, I would say, like, I love to write about my thoughts. I love to write about my goals, what I want to achieve. And on the daily basis, on the consistent basis, I make my to-do list, like what are the tasks, priorities that I have to accomplish throughout the day. Apart from that, I make my gratitude list as well, like the people or situations or the things I'm grateful for. So I love to write them on my diary, or on my notebook, on regular basis, consistent basis. So I write such things in my notebook on day-to-day basis. Next question on the topic of writing is, do you think the things you write would change? Of course, definitely. I have done a lot of neuroscience on this topic. Like, things you write on paper, they transform. They have the power, they have the courage to change, to transform, to transmute in your life. So I have written a lot of things on paper in my past, and today I am living those things. The dreams that I wrote on diaries few years back, today I am living those dreams. So I, without an iota of doubt, I can genuinely say, like, yes, the things that I'm writing right now on paper, they are going to change, they are going to materialized by me in coming years. Next question on the topic of writing is, do you prefer typing or handwriting when you're writing? However, it is inevitable to escape these days from typing on screens or using smartphones, because everybody is hanging around having these smartphones in their pockets. So I'm not an exception as well. So I also type a lot, but at the same time, I try to make a balance. Like, I am typing through my gadgets, or but at the same time, I am genuinely and manually writing things on paper with my hands. And if I compare both of them, then I would love to give more weight to handwriting kind of task, because it directly sends the message into my subconscious brain, like, whatever I'm writing, this is important. Because every day we used to think 60,000 thoughts in the whole day. But when we write down a specific thought on the piece of paper, our subconscious mind immediately gets the idea, like, this particular thought is important. And it allows your brain to focus on, to ponder on that particular thought. So I would say handwriting, manual handwriting, is way more important and result oriented than this technological kind of writing, or this texting, or this everybody is engaged these days in using their smartphones and chatting or doing some kind of texting. So these were the two topics that I wanted to tell all of you guys, and thank you so much for being with me. And if you need any kind of assistance in your IELTS preparation, you can join me, you can connect to me, you can appreciate my work on YouTube, on my blog. This the blog starts from ieltsdkglobal.com. I have uploaded more than 160 IELTS essays fully sold on my blog. You just need to type IELTS DK Global on Google, and you will find entire list of the writing task tools fully sold, and you will find 7 band or more than 7 band fully sold essays on that blog as well. You can WhatsApp me if you need any kind of online, offline IELTS assistance. You can WhatsApp me. 9966060541 is my WhatsApp number. At the same time, you can mail me at info.ieltsdkglobal@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye bye.